either you let them peg you or you do oral. You'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever.
I die either of old age or from or somebody murder me or some shit. You know, seeing John Lennon was on his shit. John Lennon was about peace. Hey, they murdered that nigga.
He needed to be in the ground. Put his ass where he supposed to be. He tried, man.
From the time a rapper dissing his ops in an interview got him smoked the next day, to the time Diddy slipped up and revealed some disturbing details about his parties in an old interview, these are rappers' darkest interviews. Starting off with Lil Tony, because he revealed a personal experience with the dark side of the music industry in a recent podcast episode. Lil Tony is a rapper from Atlanta who started getting some buzz in the Atlanta rap scene a few years ago, and he was on Bryce Crawford's podcast last month, where he revealed a disturbing experience that made him get close to God.
Having a real encounter with the devil. So,
wait, you had an encounter with the devil?
Yeah, I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me all the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. They got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them, like, how y'all get all this money? How y'all do this? They like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. Like, no, you don't, bro. I'm like, how you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, nah, we do demonic rituals. He say, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him. Like, bro, you playing game. Like, why y'all playing with me? Stop playing. Like, how y'all getting this money? He like, bro, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang?
According to Tony, the dudes he linked up with told him the freaky details of what he had to do if he really wanted to level up in the rap game.
He gave me a list of people who all did it. I'm gonna keep it PG-13. He was basically saying either you let them peg you or you do oral, and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody, and all you gotta let them do is just do what they want to do to you, just for a night. Do some gay, basically do some gay. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, you playing, gang. You playing.
And the story gets crazier because Tony claimed one of the dude's faces transformed to look like a demon, and it freaked him out since it looked like something straight from a movie.
I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. On the way up, we go all the way up, like in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain.
Yeah.
On the way down, we take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. This face change, gang. In front of me, you see Venom, like
yeah, like
Spider-Man.
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Kind of like that. It threw me all the way off. So I'm confused now. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to get out the car. I would have been got out the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you got to push to get up out of there.
After seeing the face transformation, Tony said he just wanted out of there, and luckily he ran into another dude who appeared out of nowhere and helped him escape.
Now he backing into somebody driveway. He smack a mailbox. So now he hit the button and he get up out of there. He hit the button and get up out of there. I see the button, I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him like, hey bro, let me get in the back of your truck. He looking at me like, what the hell? No. I look at him, I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck, bro. Like, please, just take me down to the bottom. Please, just take me down to the bottom. It was God. He took me down to the bottom. Like, if I were him, I wouldn't have took me down to the bottom. Some random trying to get in the back of my truck. Hell no.
Lil Tony's story is controversial for sure, and no one knows if all that really happened, but he said he didn't care if people believed him or not, and a lot of the comments were actually rocking with him and sharing similar stories. But at least Lil Tony didn't disrespect anyone in his interview, unlike this next rapper, who ended up paying the ultimate price less than 24 hours after disrespecting his ops in an interview. A rapper from Philly known as YBC Duel also came to be known as Mr. Disrespectful, since he took disrespecting his ops to the extreme. And one of his most disrespectful antics was in February 2024 when he went as far as digging up one of his ops' graves.
Got no f***ing tombstone, I'm digging f***ing dirt up. Hey yo, where the f*** Carney at, yo? Carney, where the f*** you at? Ah!
He went viral for the grave digging clip and came on No Jumper a few months later, where he went off on all his ops, basically saying he wanted all the smoke.
All ops, CCK, LMG, 56th Street, Belmont, y'all never got back. No, 44 CB taming y'all. Look, 38th Street, 38th Street. I ain't even gonna lie. The Dub too, and who else? I ain't gonna lie. There's many more. Collar Hill, Parkside, Bud, Blue for Bud. All them niggas. Is the real disrespectful. I'm gonna who you is. I will disrespect you.
But ultimately, it was the interview he gave with Brandon Buckingham that seemed to be the final straw for his ops, because in the interview, he said he was terrorizing the whole block and had his ops hiding from him.
Look, this shit a desert town, ghost town, bro. Nobody outside. We the hood up. Like when you in Kensington, how the whole, like everywhere outside, bro. It's not like you gonna get shot down here, bro. Like with that shit I be talking about in my reps, bro. That shit real. Go listen to it. Everybody getting shot. Mom, dad, sisters, brothers. Ops, we proving a point. This is where the dice games take place at. We the hood up. It ain't no more dice games. No, it ain't no block you could go on down here and people outside. We the blocks up.
It was starting to sound like Duel was bragging about being untouchable in the hood, making it seem like his ops were simply too scared to run up on him.
Anywhere I go, nobody don't play with me. I never got robbed. I never got touched, shot at in the city yet.
We outside right now with the most disrespectful rapper in America.
And we on feet on land.
Block, feet on land.
They in the comments on No Jumper till my man don't be outside. My man outside every day, all day.
And that would end up being YBC Duel's last interview, because the very next day, the ops would get the drop on Duel while he was at a stoplight in Philly, letting off shots that hit him in his hand and chest before speeding away.
We are learning new details about the investigation into the murder of a person police say is a well-known gang member. According to Philadelphia police, the deadly shooting claimed the life of Abdul Vicks, also known as Young Duel.
YBC Duel was sadly pronounced deceased after being rushed to the hospital, and while this next rapper was able to make it out of a somewhat similar altercation alive, it was such a dark and disturbing experience that he admitted it traumatized him for life. Quando Rondo is a rapper who signed to NBA YoungBoy's label shortly after breaking out in 2018, but he ended up getting caught in the crossfire of the King Von YoungBoy beef 2 years later, because on the 6th of November in 2020, Von spotted Quando outside an Atlanta club, and it was on site since Quando was affiliated with YoungBoy. Unfortunately, Von got shot by Quando's crew and didn't make it, but Quando felt he needed to clear some things up, so he gave an interview with Angela Yee where he told his side of things.
I see a group of people coming. In my mind, I'm just thinking regular in reality, like you would think. I'm thinking it's some regular individuals. If I would have just tried to walk through them, they would have been like, that nigga Wando think he this, he think he that, he think he a big dog, he tried to walk through us, and you feel me? So I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, a nigga hit me. You feel me?
But according to Quando, after Von knocked him down, he felt something so disturbing that it haunts him every day.
As soon as I got hit, like man, I put this on my dead grandma Terry grave, man. I'm like, man, I swear to God on everything I love, man. I'm like, man, I think about this shit every day. Like, it's like, I don't know, like it's like the devil is coming to get me. Like, it's like my soul, like I can't even explain it, man. Like, it's like my soul left my body and I was up in the air, man. I swear to God. I said, Lord, please let me make it home. Right. I come from praying people. Now I know, like, come on, man, no matter what I do in life, nobody too good to be close to God.
Quando also had to clear up the rumors going around that he tried to snatch Von's chain while Von was on the ground shot up.
A lot of people saying that I was trying to take bro chain. Only people with bad intentions who clout chasing and stuff looking to try to take a chain. Right. Man, I'm a $50,000-$60,000 chain, man. Like, a nigga could go buy that. That's $50,000-$60,000. Like, that's not nothing.
Plus, little Tim over here got shot. You're not thinking that
partner over here. I'm knowing his past situation. He just got shot up.
After that Angela Yee interview though, Quando made it clear that he wasn't trying to speak on the subject anymore, since it's not a comfortable subject for him.
You walked up to King Von to dap him up. Can you take us through that night?
I don't even remember that night. That was so long ago. You know how that go. That was, man, I don't even remember 2 months ago. Only thing I try my best to remember is when the latest J is coming out. I swear to God.
But while Quando wasn't trying to speak on a situation, Lil Wayne once accidentally revealed some very concerning stuff about growing up with Birdman that had fans truly worried for his mental health. In 2009, a controversial Lil Wayne documentary was put out, and while Lil Wayne initially gave permission for the documentary to be made public, he soon sued the production company because of all the things shown in the documentary that he would have rather kept secret, like in one scene where Wayne was high and talking about the abuse he suffered as a child.
Oh, you was what?
15.
Yeah, huh? I was at 11. I had Nate at 15. I had my daughter when I was 15. It ain't cause you a male, it ain't cause you 15 you supposed to, cause you're young money. You're supposed to. I got when I was 11, Twist. And I loved it. I ain't never pressed charges.
Wayne also went on to say how it happened and revealed that it all went down with Birdman's consent, who was Wayne's father figure back then.
I'ma do you like baby them did me. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bit. I never forget the word. Suck like Wayne let dick. I was sitting on the couch. Everybody in that bit. I mean, like, talking. Girl with your good dick. Girl, you know you suck with your good dick suck and that boy, that bitch suck all nigga. Have a nigga, good bitch, suck like Wayne that dick. That was the best ever, boy. I walked out that bitch, I felt like I killed 5 niggas. I was a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne.
Comments under the video showed that fans were concerned for Wayne since it looked like he was trying to mask his childhood trauma by playing it off as something funny. And speaking of stories involving Birdman, this next rapper also had something controversial to say about his relationship with Baby, and it ended up fueling some crazy rumors. Because many years ago, a rapper named Starship God claimed he had to do fruity stuff with Birdman in order to get his deal with Cash Money Records.
A lot of niggas hate because I'm in motherfucking rich gang and shit. And you niggas keep trying to test me. Y'all keep trying to test me. Keep trying to see if I'm under the 5 and shit. But anyway, yeah, I was on Media Takeout on World Star and shit. And yeah, Birdman fucked me. He fucked me in the ass for the deal. I'm gonna be real. Birdman fucked me for the deal, man. I suck Birdman dick. Rich gang. This shit on my motherfucking face. She over there dying. I fuck Rich gang I fuck Bird for the deal.
The video went viral, but it wasn't clear if Starship was just clout chasing. Rumors had already been going around though about Birdman being gay, and Starship's confession wouldn't be the only incident that would make people further question Birdman's sexuality, because Birdman also kissed Lil Wayne twice in public, and when asked about it, he tried to explain how it wasn't really a big deal.
A while back, there was a situation where you and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on.
Facts.
So yeah, so like they wanted to know like what the deal was with that. And my thing is like, was that like some mafia shit?
Wait, first of all, my own born son,
yes,
I would kiss him.
Right.
I know you got a child, you probably kiss him. You probably got a son and you kiss him.
Yeah.
You heard me? I always looked at Wayne as my son, and I always looked at it like, because I was in the streets, and I thought this might be the last time they ever see me.
Even if Birdman claimed he wasn't on anything fruity, the truth is still debated by rap fans. But while Birdman was trying to clear his name, this next rapper accurately foretold his own death in several different interviews. Because before his tragic demise in 2018, XXXTentacion gave some interviews that, looking back now, seem to have predicted how he was going to go out. In his last on-camera conversation with DJ Academics, he hinted at the fact that he might get murdered.
How does the story of XXXTentacion end?
How does it end? I live as long as I possibly can, so these kids can see as possible, and then boom, I die either of old age or from or somebody murder me or some shit. You niggas seen John Lennon was on his shit. John Lennon was about peace.
Hey,
They murdered that and shoot me, bro. That's the easiest way out. You shoot me in my brain, that's the easiest way out. That is the easiest way out. You shoot me in my brain, I only gotta feel 2 seconds of pain and then I don't gotta look at you or look at nobody no more. That's easy.
And in another interview he gave over the phone with Adam 22, X suggested that he was going to die at a young age.
When do you plan on dying?
Probably like 25. Probably like 25, 27.
25, huh?
Good year. I don't think they'll want me to be alive while my kid's alive, because if we are, then I'll just rule the earth. They're not going to realize I'm a genius until I'm dead. It's fire. It's like super fire, because no one's going to realize I'm a genius until I'm dead. No one's going to realize the role I took was divine, was very, very divine, that I'm helping people's minds.
Shortly after, on June 18, 2018, XXXTentacion was sadly shot and murdered near a motorcycle dealership in Deerfield Beach, Florida, at the age of 20. Rest in peace, X. And it's crazy because it played out just like he had suggested it would. Meanwhile, in this next interview, a rapper revealed some personal stuff about his relationship with NBA YoungBoy, and it would end in the worst way possible. Because Baton Rouge rappers G Money and NBA YoungBoy came up together and used to be pretty close. But they fell out, and YB left G Money's crew and started the NBA group. They also soon started sneak dissing each other in songs, even if it wasn't clear what the beef was about. But in a Say Cheese interview, G Money cleared it up, saying he had hooked up with YB's sister, and it was one of the major things that got YoungBoy in his feelings.
Right, but I mean, it ain't just nothing real major. Like, it ain't no real, I don't really have differences like that. It's just,
not really. He mad about his sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had f***ed her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though, you know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother and shit, you hear me? I guess he just let that fame and shit get to his head. Now he feel like he just new nigga, whoever he supposed to be, whoever he called himself.
And putting out their personal business like that would turn out to be a fatal mistake for G Money, because just a month after the interview got put out, G Money got gunned down outside his music studio by NBA Lil Pap, an associate of YB, who admitted to committing the crime and pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. Word on the street was G Money's murder was YB's way of getting back at him for the Say Cheese interview. But YoungBoy also made a song a month after the murder where he seemed to show some remorse about G Money's death. And like G Money, this next rapper also got run up on and lost her life for saying too much in her interviews, but she admitted something way more serious than G Money. Tan Da God was an up-and-coming rapper from Oakland who made headlines in 2023 for allegedly killing her ex and making a project about it. She dropped an album called X Would Pack, where she seemed to confirm the rumors and suggested that she was smoking on the dude as well. She was also on Kid L's podcast, where she explained the situation and further fueled the wild story.
Was it like an abusive relationship or something? Did it get to the point where like you had no choice?
Yeah, it's like you ain't got no choice. Like sometimes you really don't have a choice. Like threatening the whole family and you know, and you know where people live. And I think about it, I'm like, you know where my loved ones live? You gotta go. You got to go. Especially if you got the audacity to threaten them. What? You threatening my people? Everybody gonna die. Oh, is we?
Some people thought Tan was just clout chasing to promote her new album, but word started getting around that she really did do it and was in the witness protection program. She also went on Off the Porch a month after the Kid L interview with the tombstone of her ex, where she announced she beat the case and went on to diss the dude further.
Here lies my ex. Listen, you should have never died. you should have never played with me, because then I gotta take it to the 3rd degree. So I got this to be extra fucking childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't gonna do shit about it.
Smoking on that X Would Pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got to smoke on this dead motherfucker as we speak. Hold up.
But things didn't end well for Tan the God. On July 13, 2024, Tan was doing a meet and greet for the grand opening of a beauty shop in Oakland when out of nowhere a guy ran up on her, letting the strap go in front of everybody. She was tragically pronounced dead hours later, and fans started connecting the incident to the disrespectful interview she did in the project she dropped back in 2023. But while it seems Tan got targeted over an interview, this next rapper refused to take his interviewer's advice about gang violence and would end up losing his life just weeks later. After King Von's death, another Chicago rapper known as Bloodhound Lil Jeff started being called the next Von for his notorious gang activity, especially since Lil Jeff used to brag about the bodies he caught.
I'm taking niggas to killing school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. For I ain't coming with no. If you ain't got shit, I can't work with no beginners folk. You gotta at least have a 2. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minimum. You gotta have a minimum of 2 of them bitches to come to school. You just gonna sit your dumb ass in this seat and whatever I say, do it. If you do anything scary, bitch, I'm smoking your ass.
And since Jeff was also getting some buzz in the Chicago rap scene, DJ UTV decided to get him up on his platform along with 2 other bloodhounds. DJ U was sure to bring up Jeff trying to train killers, saying it wasn't a good idea, but Jeff didn't feel the same way.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, Lil Jeff. I feel like you can teach our youth something else, brother. If a student graduates from this school, their future probably not looking too bright.
Wait, what you trying to say?
I'm saying there's only 2 places they can end up being.
So my future not looking bright? Is my future looking bright or not?
But I'm just saying, if you graduate from a killer school,
he trying to say my shit ain't looking bright.
No, you're a rapper, so your future looks very bright. But if a young man go to a killer school, you know,
become a rapper and have a bright future. See, there you go,
get some money and be wealthy.
Exactly, he could do a lot.
Jeff and his crew also revealed that apart from catching bodies, they also hit licks a lot, which is how they get some of their jewelry. Lil Jeff then went on saying that he's heavy into substance abuse. That's when DJ U had to let them know to chill out and start moving smarter, especially Lil Jeff since he had a lot of potential as a rapper.
So you don't pop perks, but you snort them.
I sniffed the eggs before too.
Hey, y'all gotta chill on all that shit, man.
Nah, man, that shit. Really
I know y'all grown. I ain't y'all daddy. But I ain't even finna sit here and act like that shit cool, man.
We open the aisle.
Y'all gotta, you know.
You're a real nigga.
Just tighten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we tight on for sure.
Hey, nah, for real, Lil Jeff. You hear me? Cause you got a lot of potential, bro.
Like I am tight on. I'm not loose out here, bro. I got my shit together, man. You just hear bad shit and it sound like you believe in it, bro.
Man, cause hey, look, I used to DJ for Von, right?
The people
and they used to say all type of crazy shit about him.
See what I'm saying? So you should be used to this shit.
All that shit was true.
A few weeks after the interview though, Lil Jeff would end up going out in a similar way to how Von went out. On June 8, 2024, Lil Jeff was reportedly sliding on an op in enemy territory. Video footage showed the moment he chased a dude into a house and someone within the house returned fire, taking out Lil Jeff. And after the incident, his ops went back to the spot where it happened to troll Lil Jeff since he was trying to run up on someone and ended up being the one to lose his life.
Hey, this is what he did on the couch. No, man, we ain't taking
Perhaps if Lil Jeff had taken DJ U's advice and chilled out with all the gang activity, things would have turned out differently. But while this next rapper didn't lose his life, he would end up losing hundreds of millions of dollars over the controversial things he said in what became a viral interview. In October 2020, Kanye West was on the Drink Champs podcast, which is known for its unfiltered conversations, and in response to a question about his come-up in the fashion industry, Ye started a rant on what he saw as Jewish control of media in the fashion as well as other industries.
This is my exact point that I'm making. Like, Jewish people have owned the black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. Paparazzi taking a picture of you, you ain't getting no money off it. Right. You just get used to getting screwed by the Jewish media. And I'm saying, y'all done poked the bear too fucking long.
Ye also mentioned that Jewish people were out to get him and made the allegation that they were also out to eliminate all black people.
Jamie Lee Curtis went on TV and said, I hope they take his children away from him. Wow. I hope they take his children away from him. The thing is, you know what? I love everybody. But right now, I got something against the Jewish people as a whole. They're celebrating this, pro-choice movement that kills 50%. 50% of us is abortion. But what is the Jewish abortion rate? They don't kill themselves. Child rebel soldiers in Africa get doped up and psyched out and made to kill their parents. In America, we get doped up and psyched out and made to kill our children. Made to kill our children, that's a very common thing. My dad wanted to abort me because that's what we've been taught. I was taken away from my dad. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. Right. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then.
And according to Ye, after becoming a target, he lost all his former celebrity friends and also went as far as putting a couple of them on blast.
You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these that want to say something
Travis
now.
Gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address. Right. But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Seemingly referring to Diddy, Ye also revealed that the only thing keeping Puff from jail was the fact that he was working for the feds.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're gonna go pull my co-car. So y'all need to shut the fuck up about me.
But what Ye said next was probably the nail in the coffin leading to his downfall, because he made it sound like even with all the controversial things he just said, he was still untouchable in the fashion industry.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Adidas, with whom Ye was partners, dropped him shortly after that interview got put out, and precisely for the anti-Semitic comments, and Ye would reportedly go on to lose his billionaire status as a result. Since getting dropped from Adidas though, Ye hasn't publicly admitted any regret about his words from the podcast either, and speaking of regrets, Gucci Mane also showed no remorse when asked about a rapper whose life he took. Because Gucci Mane was beefing with fellow Atlanta rapper Young Jeezy back in 2005, and Jeezy put a $10K bounty out on Gucci's ice cream cone chain. So one night, a group of men showed up at Gucci's house, trying to get the chain. But Gucci fought back and shot one of the dudes known as Pookie Lock, who was an associate of Jeezy. Pookie's body was found 3 days later in the woods, but Gucci was able to get off on self-defense. In an interview with Charlemagne several years later though, he said he had no regrets about it, and Pookie got what was coming to him.
Do you regret anything you did in the street?
Yeah, I'm ashamed of a lot of things. I'm gonna say, yeah, I did some things that I wish I didn't do.
Even with the murder, even though it was self-defense, do you ever think about that? And you think like maybe I could have handled that different, especially when you did like the diss record?
He needed to be in the ground. Put his ass where he supposed to be. He tried me.
That's the old Gucci still there.
Nah, that's the truth, man.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody comes to you, try to kill you,
yeah.
You know, self-defense. Mm-hmm.
But while Gucci Mane doubled down on taking the dude's life, this next rapper, just like several other rappers in this video, would have probably saved his life if he had just taken an interview with simple advice. Jacksonville rapper Julio Fulio was a popular member of the 6 Block gang, and as a result was often involved in altercations with his ops. And in October 2023, Fulio got shot in the foot and gave an interview with Say Cheese, where he explained how it went down.
I got ambushed. Somebody was waiting on me when I pulled out the driveway and shit. And I saw the car, like I saw a little glimpse of the car. But by the time I got to the stop sign, they hopped out and went to shooting and shit. They shot the car. Then I just went to hitting. I went to driving type shit.
And you're by yourself?
Oh yeah, I was dolo.
And do you think they noticed the car, or when you went into the store, they seen you?
Nah, I ain't even never make it to the store.
And that was just one of many shootings Foolio was involved in, so the interviewer advised Foolio to maybe get out of the streets for his own good. But Foolio saw things differently.
I just want to say on record, you know, if you do decide to leave the streets, it doesn't make you lame. It doesn't make you a bitch. You already got your stripes. You're already hated. You already got a street reputation. You already got the rep, bro. So if you decide to leave the streets, it doesn't make you a bitch, bro. You already, you know, sometimes it's time to mature, bro, and do different things.
Yeah, I feel like ain't no such thing as leaving the streets, though.
I see people leave streets all the time and change their life around. Look at Wallow.
I done seen that too, but they past caught up with them, and they karma did too.
The interviewer didn't let up because he knew Foolio's ops were really out to get him, so he further advised Foolio to move out of Jacksonville and just focus on rapping.
I understand where you're going with it, but I feel like if you were to move out of town, you know, move out of town and just pursue your career, I feel like, I mean, your ops, I don't really know all of your ops specifically, but a lot of your ops can't afford to travel and meet you in LA or I don't know, anywhere, New York, and leaving all that old energy behind. I feel like you'll have way better energy, way better. You can focus on your shit better. You don't gonna have to look over your shoulder. But that's just I don't know. Every time I talk to you, I just want to see you do good, bro.
And it's sad that Foolio wasn't trying to hear what the interviewer was saying because it would end up costing him his life. Because on June 23rd, 2024, Foolio was hosting a party for his 26th birthday and posted his location on IG, even showing the Airbnb he was having the party at.
Hey, the pool party start today at 5, 6 o'clock. If you already got the address, pull up, man. You got the address, pull up. If you need the address, DM me right now. The pool party start at 5, 6 o'clock. DM me for the address or DM Foolio Booking ESPN. I'm gonna put it right here. We just got here, bruh. You got to add it. You got to add it, man. Push up. We just got to this bit. Tampa, Florida, man. Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Everybody got their shot, put their shot in the air, man. Okay, David. Everybody take that shit on 3, man. 1, 2, 3.
A few hours after everyone had turned out for the party, Foolio would post on his story saying the cops had shut the Airbnb down, so he rented a new spot and also went on to share the new location of the hotel where the rest of the party was going to take place. But at around 5 a.m., 3 shooters exited a vehicle and ran up on Foolio in the hotel's parking lot. One of the shooters with an extended magazine let off more than 30 shots, fatally wounding Foolio and injuring 3 other dudes he was with. Julio Foolio was sadly pronounced dead at the scene, while the other victims were rushed to the hospital. Word started going round that rapper Youngin Ace has something to do with the hit, since he was Foolio's biggest op. But speaking of rappers who've been connected to crimes, we gotta talk about Diddy, because he once slipped up and said too much about his parties in an old interview. Well, before we knew what we know now. Now that we know the details of what goes on at Diddy's infamous parties, this Conan O'Brien interview from 2002 reads differently, because during the interview, O'Brien made Diddy start revealing the details of his parties, which were popular even back then.
You're legendary for the parties that you throw. You throw a great party.
I'm a legend, baby, for a whole bunch of things.
A killer party. What's the ingredient? What do you do to make just an amazing killer party? Because mine, I put out the Cheese Whiz. I put on the Paula Anka. No one comes. Wrong move.
See, you're doing the wrong things.
Wrong thing. Okay.
This is what you need to do. Women. Beautiful women, of course.
Beautiful women.
Beautiful men for the ladies, of course.
Diddy also goes on to mention some essentials that he says are needed to keep the ladies around.
We need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different blend. You need the ladies, you need the booze.
You need some water.
But then Diddy mentioned some things that no one saw coming.
I don't know if guys have noticed this, like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, you know, so if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me. But just check it out. You need a lot of heat.
You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting it gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy. New word for you.
Nobody thought twice about the strange things he revealed about his parties back then, but after learning what really happens at them, that interview feels completely different. But in this next interview, the rapper was in such a bad state from the substances he was on that two dudes had to carry him out of the room. Jacksonville rapper known as Boonk Gang came on Adam 22's No Jumper podcast in 2018, but it immediately became clear Boonk was in no condition to give an interview due to how wasted he was.
All right, well, listen. This interview going viral. Listen, I'm a slow my black girl. I'm in here. It's cool.
So what's going on?
No. We're not in the interview yet.
Adam wasn't trying to go ahead with the interview anymore to save Boonk the embarrassment, but even if Boonk could hardly make a coherent sentence, he still wanted to do the interview as planned.
You're f***ing loaded, bro. Why are you so messed up? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All right. Look at me in my eyes. Do I look f***ed up?
Yes.
I look f***ed up?
Yes.
I'm not trying to look f***ed up. Do I look f***ed up?
Yes.
Yeah.
All those people at home, they know too.
Like, everyone's commenting, yeah, right now, I'm sure.
I feel guilty about having you on camera when you're this f***ed up.
Adam got the interview going, but he tried to wrap it up early. Boonk, though, wasn't trying to hear that and just kept it going.
I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, appreciate you having me. But let's talk some more. We got some more to talk about.
Well, what else? Yeah. What else do you feel like you need to cover that hasn't been covered already here?
Even though my Instagram been deleted, I've been on Twitter.
Well, that's good.
And my Twitter is popping.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I've been putting some on Twitter.
Yeah, you can do that. That's actually a cool idea.
Boonk eventually agreed to end the interview, but as he tried to leave the room, he lost his balance and almost crashed to the ground.
All right. Thank you, Boonk Gang.
Boonk Gang, whole lot of gang shit. You already know, we out here. We here with no jumper. We lit. That's just how it goes.
Gang.
Whole lot of gang shit. Gang.
Whole lot of.
I'll be up.
Shout out to the homie Boonk.
Oh my
God. Help me with this, bro.
Fortunately, Boonk came off all the stuff he was on and completely turned his life around and now lives a life helping others and sharing his story to the world, explaining how God saved him from what was going to be an inevitable dark path. These were rappers' darkest interviews. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and check out times rappers got exposed for being fake gangsters.